Welcome to our podcast. It's been named one of the very best in marketing research, and it's Research Business Daily Report. Please go to RBDR's exclusive community at the crowdfunding platform patreon.com/RBDR and lend your support. I'm Bob Lederer for more than 25 years, the respected voice in market research. We've got episode number 93 for you and those of you who are counting in the series Market Research in the COVID-19 Era. On it, Ennio Armato, branch manager for the IFF International Institute for Field Research, he's based in Palermo, Italy, spoke 2 weeks ago at SMR's virtual conference, which substituted for its annual Congress, and the subject was Armato's project work during the coronavirus this year. It incorporated social media, the use of Alexa, and TikTok. And Armato explained to RBDR why it worked and why he's going to continue to use it. Ennio?
We felt like that the communication, especially during the lockdown, had to be different in order to intercept respondents. So what we did, we collected some, interviews, quantitative interviews over social media, especially using Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we wanted to try to understand if people were happy to share how they felt, what they found as positive and negative aspect during their lockdown period. So that was quite a good solution, a smart solution, because we could collect about 3,600 interviews in the Big Five plus US in about 1 day or so. And people were very transparent. A part of the social media, we also ran this experiment using something like that. That's actually Alexa. So we wanted to try to understand if people being more at home, if they were happy to install a skill that we have programmed in order to share, on a kind of a continuous base, again, their experience about their everyday life. And that worked pretty well. Of course, it was something that we were already developing for other purposes, but at the time of the lockdown, this kind of project took a boost and we wanted to make it real as soon as possible. And it worked pretty well. I mean, people were interacting and explaining what they felt. It was a kind of a large panel, but using Alexa, so using their voice, and they've interacted 1.8 times a day. And in the same, let's say, scenario of this study about, kind of measuring the feeling of people during the quarantine, we also wanted to try to get the experience and the opinion of the youngest. So Generation Z is not accessible for market research, but it's kind of complicated. But I mean, they are available. Let's say the problem is that you have to find the right place, to look for them. And actually TikTok was the key. So we have prepared a video with someone that was asking them, like a call to action, very simple, tell me how you feel now. And TikTok was really useful, maybe a little bit more expensive compared to the other social media. But nevertheless, the results were very, very interesting because, it was kind of more tender and more even more spontaneous, because these young people with 12, 13, 14 years old, they felt a lot of pain because they don't know what boredom is, and they know not being able to go to school. After a certain time, they wanted to share with someone what they felt, as well the difficulties with the parents, because it's not all time very easy. So TikTok was the best way to go to Gen Z. TikTok, very similarly to the other social media, they offer a targeting platform. They are more or less all the same. The algorithm, to distribute it is different, but and TikTok seems to be even more effective than Facebook for certain aspects. But actually, we just selected people that were under 18 years old, again, in the Big Five plus US. And TikTok was just distributing this video, and people were invited to click, and then they were landing on a page to fulfill the questionnaire. So very easy to do. We will definitely keep this approach through the social media. The reason behind that is that the targeting opportunities that you have there, probably you won't have with any even panel provider. We will definitely keep the usage of social media on the one side, and concerning the usage of Alexa, yes, because we have to change a little bit the paradigm in market research. We have to make possible that people are going voluntarily to share what they think about brands and about anything, on a voluntary basis.
Time is running short. If you would like to make a contribution to this special RBDR series by telling us about your situations with the coronavirus and how it has affected research, either your company or yourself, your clients, the respondents, etc. If you think you've got something that's kind of unique, please send it to me at rflbob@gmail.com. That's a wrap for today's Research Business Daily Report. If you make it a habit to watch us either occasionally or maybe even every day, well, thanks a lot. We assume that if you're watching us with any kind of regularity, you think that RBDR is time well spent. And we want to encourage you to pass along any of our videos to friends and peers who you think could benefit from the subject matter we might be presenting at any particular day. And we hope you'll also consider becoming an RBDR Patreon supporter, because if you're watching us regularly, well, I think you're getting value, and maybe you can throw something back to us that can help us continue this series. Have a great research day. We hope you'll rejoin us tomorrow, and until then, please stay safe.